Students, I am just before a few minutes back, I was recording a message about the application process for Latvia, and we were discussing about the opportunities in Latvia. And now I have taken on call Mr. Edward from the BANKU University from Latvia. Edward, thank you for joining us for this session, and it would be really helpful if you can give us few information about your university.
Hello there, Mr. Deepinder Bala. It's a pleasure to see you as usually. So you're our close partners and colleagues regarding the admission process. And hi everyone. From BA School of Business and Finance, I would like to say that even if the situation outside looks a little bit sometimes well awkward, of course, and inconvenient, unfortunately, we have to wait and all the things will go on the back trails. And we use the situation to learn from it, and also BA School of Business and Finance currently and never have stopped the study process and admission process. That's why we are now using the online methods how to educate our students. And admission process did not stop, and we're also continuing. So it means if you are willing to come and apply for autumn intake, you can already do it now until the 15th of May. Which means you have at least 1 month from this moment further. And sooner you do it, faster we can process the information, and you can apply for master, bachelor, and the doctoral degree programs. And all the descriptions you can find at our close partners at the agency in the European or on our website, which is www.ba.lv. And for English language, you can see all kind of things. And we have a brand new program which we launched now, which is Bachelor of Business Administration, which is called Business Process Management, which is very much up to date, very interesting one. And all you need is when you apply, you send in also the document package. Person responsible for the admission process stay in touch with you, say what kind of documents do you need. It's a CV, recommendation letter, and of course it's a English proficiency certificate like IELTS or TOEFL, which can prove your B2 level. And if we talk about IELTS, which is very popular in your country and commonly accepted in BANKU School also is IELTS starting from 6.0. And anyway, if you have a B2 level, which is 5.5, you can also apply, but there will be also a strict interview where we can check your motivation and English language skills. An interview is also part for everyone who is applying for the studies.
Thank you, Edward. Edward, basically the most important thing where people are confused right now is that about the situation, that they are understanding that when India will open, I will apply then. Students are confused that whether should apply now, whether I should apply when the embassy is going to open, because we all know that a lot of European embassies are not accepting the application. I had been always very vocal about that Latvia admission and visa process is 4 months. We talk about AIC, we talk about the admission processes, we talk about the interview and Skype testing and online testing all. So basically, do you agree that the total processing time is 4 to 5 months for your university as well?
Yeah, so the longest time which is taken, so starting for the 2 weeks when you apply, we reply and ask you kindly to get all the documents necessary to be collected. Then the person responsible for admission process evaluates these documents. And if you can go further, we are arranging you a Skype, Zoom online interview where you can have the interview. You also can ask questions and we ask questions. And if we say it's a green light and you do have the English skills and you do have this English language certificate, which is requirement by us, then you can follow up the procedure. You can pay a fee for applying process. Then we send the documents to the responsible institutions of Latvia who are checking out your previous education, the documents issued, and do you actually fit the program.
Just to clear it, that you mean the AIC office, right?
AIC office, sure. Yeah, AIC office. So
basically, students, when the universities in Latvia gets your documents, that's when they send them to the an office called AIC, Academic Information Center, which is the Ministry of Education office, where the verification has to happen whether you have education which qualify to get into a higher education or not. This entire process, if you see in my other videos as well, I have been discussing that it takes approximately 30 days to 45 days. Edward, I believe this is the time we're looking at, right?
Yeah, it is. It is right. I'm talking about the longer period of time. So what happens next? So they need to recheck it, and there are queues of people waiting already from other universities, because Latvia is a popular place where to go for to study from different countries, right? And it takes some time, so it can be up to 3 to 4 months exactly. And then when we say and confirm that you can be applied and we can sign a contract with you, and there's a study fee paid, then you can start arranging the process of visa and migration. But unfortunately, currently, since the borders are closed and there are no visas issued now, right? We're hoping for the best, that sooner or later, when this emergency situation solves out, you'll be able to get the visa to get here. And the fastest option when you can come here, it will be not sooner than the August, but it can be even a longer time. And just in case if it happens, if you have signed an agreement with us and you cannot get to the visa issue currently, it means our school will be able to provide at the beginning, at least the online education via distance, so you don't lose your time and effort and the money spent. And as soon as you can get here, you can get the visa, you can be going on physical real life classes with your classmates. But meanwhile, it will be online just in case if this situation happens. But we can hope for the best, and maybe we'll start late autumn, all in the in live classrooms, and the migration offices for both countries will be allowing this travel.
So
So
students
we
here,
will inform you when you can come here, and also it is very important to know when you come and is it allowed to come here, and because we otherwise cannot guarantee and provide you safety. And please don't arrive earlier than we accept your arrival date, because this is not allowed, and our school is also not allowing people to come here until we say so. Mm-hmm.
the student, basically, you have seen that Mr. Edward has already explained you that it is approximately 4 to 5 months of process. We have been taking, all these many universities feedback from the international office, and every university is acknowledging it that 4 to 5 months is a process time to come to Latvia. So basically, if embassy is closed now, this has nothing to do with your admission process, your verification process, your payment process. If you are willing to study in September 2020 intake, you will be only be able to go to the embassy when you have the full document package. And the entire document package has a life cycle. So until and unless you have the full package, which takes approximately 3 months. So in case from April onwards, if you make the application, the earliest you will be ready to go to the embassy will be middle of July only. So those students who plan to study in Latvia, who want to study in 2020 September intake, this is the right time to make the application. You had heard right from the University International Office that this is the key time. You cannot afford to lose this time. Just because embassy is closed and just because there's a lockdown, it doesn't mean that your application will not be processed. We have already discussed that your application will be processed, your interview will be scheduled. And just for your knowledge, the students who want to study in BANKU University, you should have an IELTS of minimum 5.5 to apply for the education, and on the 5.5 also you have a strong interview which you have to face. Otherwise, mostly BANKU University appreciates students, except students with a 6.0 IELTS. So students who do not have IELTS, or who do not tend to give the IELTS, who don't want to give the IELTS, you cannot apply the application for this coming intake. And I would say that you have to give the IELTS, so at some point of time before your final visa application, so that the BANKU can confirm your admission. Edward, thank you so much for joining us for this short notice.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Liepender. Everything which you said is correct. It's better to have the documents on your hands, and sooner you get certificate for the English language, better it is for your options in your further career path.
Great.
Thank you.
Just before we listen, going off, how was your experience working with Study in Latvia Center in the European? What was your experience in these years, last few years?
So we very highly value partnership, because there are professional people working, and it's a pleasure to work with us together, with all the team from Latvia side and also in the European. And we see that the students are taken care of, and there's nothing more important for us than the safety of a student. And that's why I thank you for understanding the situation. And we're also aware and working closely together to think of what is the best way, how can students safely travel and start studying. And also it's very good work of them that they can suggest various ways where to study and what to study. But if it's a field of business and finance, our school is high quality. And if you're if you're willing to get good education and good diploma, welcome to BA School of Business and Finance. And just in case if you have some questions, we have partners in the European, you can ask them. They have partnership with us already for a few years. So stay healthy and fresh, guys. So
Thank
wish
you.
you health
Thank
and
you
wealth.
so much. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers. Bye-bye.